Hi everyone, I am Akshat and today I'll be talking a little bit about my experience with open source projects and Google Summer of Code this year. So let's get started. I am currently in my final year of college at Delhi Technological University here in India. I started off with programming around 3 years back and I started off with learning Java. And at the beginning, I would mainly solve a few questions, some problems, and that was pretty much it. Uh, then I actually couldn't wrap my head around, the process of why and where we could use these programming languages. So I didn't have much motivation at that point. Then things passed on over the course of time. I learned that, maybe you could use these programming languages to develop apps or websites. That was really interesting for me to hear, and I dived into learning something. I started off with Android to develop a few apps. It was really interesting for me. I really loved it. I would develop anything, like any game or any app that I could use to boost my functionality. Like I used to write a few songs or anything of that sort, so I could develop anything which would help me ease out that process. I really loved that and I really enjoyed that. So that was a fun tale. Moving on, I got a bit serious about developing apps, and I would I would follow the best architecture and try to learn new things so that I could improve my code. Finally, I realized that at times there are a few problems which cannot be solved by me, or maybe I couldn't find a solution for them over the internet as well. Some problems which were current, new, uh, or maybe unresolved by the internet as well. So I thought a lot about it, and I I actually took some time and started developing a few libraries of my own, so that I could ease out the process for myself. Then once my libraries were working, I wondered that, I'm pretty sure other people also face these kind of problems. So why not put it over the internet? I actually went on and put my libraries on GitHub, and suddenly I started getting messages and follow requests from a lot of people from across the globe, mainly from Germany, Indonesia, even America. That was really amazing to see that people actually liked something that I had worked on, and they wanted to contribute as well. So I would say that was my beginning and my, uh, the start to my journey towards open source. I really liked it and I was really enjoying it. I got into the habit of exploring things over there. I would randomly open any project which was being worked on, and try to see what kind of the thinking and the architectures that other developers would use. So the idea that you get to look into the mind of someone else was really amazing, and I still feel that is something that I look forward to. Any project or anyone that I see, I would know of. I would try to see if they have anything on open source and dive into their thinking. I really like that, and finally, I was working on a few personal apps where maybe I could leverage, where maybe I could leverage, some music database or anything like that. So I came across this amazing project from MetaBrains called Music Brains. They had an app, and I just dived in, and to be honest, it was it felt really amazing to me that there was this app which was providing open source data, and it was really well made. That was the thing that I felt, because I had been through a lot of other projects, but I never felt that they were following the best architecture, or it was something that maybe only bigger companies would do. But here, I saw that the project was really well made, and It was being maintained by a, a good uh, line of contributors. So I dived in, and instantaneously I could find a few issues. They weren't just normal issues, they were issues which were coming in recently. So I thought that why not, ease out someone else's problems and contribute towards the project so that they don't have to spend the time, resolving these kind of things. So I made a pull request, and I, I was enjoying the project as well. I explored them over the internet, and what's their current progress at, and I got in touch with their communication channels where I would drop in a few messages here and there. So that was a great experience at the beginning. But after a while, I got a bit serious about the project because I really felt a connection towards it. That this project needs to go on further, and I feel I can contribute towards it. So why not? That is when I started contributing and adding my suggestions, features, ideas to it. After a while, I found that the organization takes a part in Google Summer of Code, which is popularly known as GSoC. So I got in touch with them. I submitted my proposal, and after a while, we started working on it. It was an amazing experience. That the fact that you get to contribute under an amazing organization with the support from Google as well. Uh, that whole experience was the best thing that I felt about open source is that anyone can bring about a change. If you have any idea or any change or any updates that can be made, you can just clone the project and make a pull request to it. If the maintainers or the reviewers like it, that's great. You get to be a part of the project. So I really like that. And after that, I'm still exploring anything that I can find. Uh, I just love the concept of working with everyone from across the globe, not just for a fixed duration or fixed interval. You can contribute at any time, you can explore at any time, you can see how other people work and how you could learn from them. It's not just about you contributing. At times, you get to learn as well. Maybe you put out a feature update. Upon reviewing, you get to know that maybe this thing could have been better in a way. So that experience is amazing. I would say that this year open source community is really booming, and I would highly suggest anyone who's listening to this to right now go to GitHub, find a project of their likes, and contribute to it. That would be amazing. Then with GSoC, I even got in touch with the fellow GSoCers, and we formed a group, and we would talk about what their progress was going on, how their organization was taking things, and what's the progress being made by them towards their project. You get to learn a lot from like-minded people. That was something which I really liked. The program was great, and I was really happy to be a part of it. Special thanks to MetaBrains for being the best organization, as I've been saying it again and again. Overall, I would say that open source is actually the root to all the development which is being made across the globe. If you go to the depths of all the amazing products, even the commercial ones which we have in today's world, they have had their roots from open source. So I really feel that everyone should be contributing to open source in any way. It doesn't have to only be by sponsoring anything or just by making one or two changes. You will surely get to learn, and hopefully you get to help someone. That's the beauty of it all. Plus, when you keep things transparent, there is not much which can go wrong. So the idea of open source, of keeping things transparent and making it available for everyone is something which I truly believe in. And overall, it's just fascinating, I would say. So it's just amazing, and I recommend anyone to. It's just fascinating, and I would highly suggest you to take part in it as well. You can have you can have a read through my blogs, and you can check out my profiles as well if you find something that we could work on, or maybe I could help you with. I would love to do that. That's about it for today from my end. Have a great and amazing day or night. Thank you.